think you listen. Yo, listen. I don't think you listen. For me to come out, it must mean I'm a teacher. It must mean I'm not the same. It must mean I'm on your case. For me to come out, it means that I'm not the dog. I want to show you my world. Give me one break, I need faith. Faith to believe you, faith to receive you. Give me something I'm lacking. I don't need nothing. You are my everything. Only me and you. Only me and you. Only me and you. Only me and you. Only me, only you. Only me and you. Only me and you. Only me and you. Only make me your matter. Make me your matter. Make me your matter.
So just moments away from that important time where every team in the land reveals their first hand. Some feeling obliged to win it, some glad merely to be in it. But whatever the backstory of each of them may be, this is the day, the only day where everyone is equal. That feel-good factor so keenly pertinent, something all of us here keenly indulge and enjoy. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Just about ready to go then, Jim. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, people have short memories in football. It's all about this new season now. The fans are seeking a statement start, and it's all down to these players to turn up and deliver right from the off.
And as you can see, we've already started here. They all hope for a strong start here. Kane moving with spring in every step. Definitely one of the players of the moment.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, Peter, that he's likely to be the standout threat. His form couldn't be any better right now, and he's thriving on the responsibility to lead that attacking line.
Adams. Beckenbauer. Jorginho. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And it's pulled back. Keeper sees it all the way. Belletti. De Ligt. And it's Conte. And Jorginho. Messi. Kane. It's Kane! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Almost half an hour in now. And he cuts out the supply. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Conte. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Driving forward. Griezmann. A goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Diaz. And it's Griezmann.
Such good technique.
And it's Messi. And here's Kane. Now it's can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. And it's still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. Bayer Leverkusen lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. So off we go once more.
Bayer Leverkusen definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Kane, Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Diaz. Now it's Kane. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Still just a single goal between the sides. Messi. Kane delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority.
Great chance! He's got a goal! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Bayer Leverkusen clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
After 66 minutes is number 11, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Bayer Leverkusen are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a good foot in there. And now the breakaway. And he skips past his man. Shapes to shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. So what can they make of this? Jorginho is always looking to break lines. Kane. Griezmann. Messi!
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. That's good running with the ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Bayer Leverkusen have won here on day one. They've done just what they wanted to do, and the message is very much, bring on the rest of the season. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game
So
then, Jim?
there it is,
Bayer
everyone.
Leverkusen
Now, big
really
ups for our
can look
players.
back on a job well done on the opening day. Okay, it was a performance that was far from perfect, but they did what they needed to, and to that end, there should be no complaints.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
It's an expensive game. Work hard so you can play. There's hunger in your eyes for milk and honey paradise. Born with a lucky hand. Say goodbye to middleman. What will it cost me? The land of the free. I want the sun kiss overhead. High speed mindset. Cold ice on my wrist. Tell me it's a real thing. Bless this mess. Promises a millionaires. Show me where I can get American adrenaline.
Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and
Hello,
quite a
everybody, and
contest
welcome to
ahead of us.
today's match.
This really is a feel-good football match. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And he shoots! An early chance, their first of the game. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Kane. Griezmann. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And here's Kane. It's Kane! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! It was an absolute certainty. He just had to. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable
After
part was the
22
technique. It
minutes
screamed
is
goal all the
Number
way.
13, Harry Kane.
Bayer Leverkusen have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Out to the right. Kane delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Jorginho is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Kane. Oh, that's a key interception.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Hernandez. Jorginho. Shaqiri has been caught there, it's a foul. Bayer Leverkusen looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. That's tidy. Played back towards his own goal.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And it's Shaqiri. He might be in here!
There
Real
will be 1
chance!
minute added time.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Bayer Leverkusen, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Bayer Leverkusen carrying a 1-goal lead. And they can counter here.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Takes on his marker. Jorginho. The less said about that pass, the better. That's very neat. Oh, what a
The attendance for
climb!
this match was
He's done well to get his head on that, but
71,649.
couldn't score.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
And it's Shaqiri. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter,
Can he finish? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Substitution on the
I
field.
think they just have to keep forcing
Number
the issue
9.
and they'll get clinical.
Coming on the field is number 23. Substitutions taking place.
Adams. Bayer Leverkusen are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Mbappe.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Pizarro. Messi. Now. He's got the shot away! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Messi. He is just caressing the ball. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when...
Hits one! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Adams wins the duel this time.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Goes looking wide, and he was quick to react. And we're done. Bayer Leverkusen have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Hits one! That was superb goalkeeping!
Beckham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. Jorginho! Now that is commitment to the cause. And it's been taken short. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
After 16 minutes is number 10, Patrick Kluivert. Patrick Kluivert. Patrick Kluivert.
Bayer Leverkusen have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Spread neatly. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Conte threads one in, and it's Belletti. It's a good foot in there. Bayer Leverkusen are enjoying a good spell right now and leading.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
There's the hit! That has been slung wide. Half an hour played now. Conte. Now it's Kluivert. Beckham delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
He's shifting through the gears here. Great hit! And he hits the net. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Bayer Leverkusen are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to break at pace. Gets into some space. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely bit of skill.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well-earned break.
Bayer
Let's keep this
Leverkusen
up.
in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has already resumed here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
They've played it short. There's the header!
The attendance for this
Well,
match
he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Kluivert.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Conte. Number 11, Messi. Number 19,
Bayer Leverkusen perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next
Coming on the
substitution.
field, number 14, number 23,
Jorginho is the team's great visionary.
number 15, Phil Foden. Number
It's
12,
Pizarro!
Timber.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping! Pinged towards the front line. And the counter is on. Foden. Belletti. Beckham. Played into space out wide. It's a mighty effort! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Substitution in progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And it's come back to the keeper.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Aimed beyond the defence. Timber tries to clear. That is lovely. And the shots, can he finish?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that has fair fizzed. And it's been taken short. Not too much more here than... And that will be the final act. Bayer Leverkusen are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Kane. He's in plenty of space here.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in and on a shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
Conte. That looks a good ball through. So much time and space here. Conte. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
He has found the way through. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Griezmann plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kante gathers from the goal kick. So we're still where we started right now. And it's Belletti. Now, what about a counter-attack? Shifted upfield. Deftly done. Oh, that's a fine interception. Beckenbauer. Now Griezmann. Griezmann going face-to-face with his great rival. Adams, nicely spread. Belletti, wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the shot! Goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Shot could be on. Hits one. No mistake. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Jorginho is always scanning the pitch for targets. Messi goes steaming forward. Oh, shooting chance!
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time,
Let's hope the boys
it's
can
1
turn
each.
it up for the second.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. Bayer Leverkusen get the ball rolling for the second period.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Adams. Diaz. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he gets rid in a hurry. Conte looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, he's seen through all of that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Substitution on the field. Number 29. Coming on the field is number
Belletti.
9.
And it's Messi for Conte. Diaz. Looking for the runner. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 21. Number 93. Coming on the field, number 22, number 6. Substitution in progress.
Jorginho. And it's Conte.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bayer Leverkusen really will have to throw everything at this now. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Terrific header! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Bayer Leverkusen take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Caught offside that time. Very much into the last knockings. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. It's beautifully weighted. It's gone out for a throw-in. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Does well to stand firm and defend it.
4 added minutes has been
I think
indicated.
it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Mbappe, Griezmann. There's the hit! They've scored! And with that goal comes comfort. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Griezmann picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bayer Leverkusen ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Conte. Beckenbauer. Diaz. Good, strong midfield running here. And it's Messi. For Conte. And that's put paid to a promising move. Conte. Messi. Wriggles his way through. Kane is flagged offside. He'll try to keep this alive. Now it's Messi.
Oh, really well played.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now given offside once more. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Kane. Oh, look at the speed. Can he finish? He's delivered all right.
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
After 42 minutes is number 99, Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it.
It's Kane!
There will be 1 minute at
Played
a
it
time.
long. And the first half is done. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead.
First half
There was
is up and
genuine
things are looking
intensity
good.
and purpose
Let's hope
behind
for another
what they
good
brought
show
to
in
the
the
game.
second half.
I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Bayer Leverkusen leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Griezmann.
There's
Coming
the
on
start of the
field
second half.
is number 8.
Bayer Leverkusen carrying a 1-goal lead. Bayer Leverkusen do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He has found the way through. No, that's not going to find its touch. Shot a goal! Cleared away. De Bruyne. Diaz. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Diaz. He's found the way through. Now there's a fine ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Team still separated by the game's only goal.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Just about up to the hour now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Luis Diaz. Number 2, Matthias de
Your
Ligt.
impression so far, Jim?
Number
Well, this lead is
18,
beginning to look a
Jorginho.
little delicate. I'd
Number
rather see them show
99,
the ambition and
Kane.
adventure to go
Coming
further
on the
ahead.
field,
But it seems as if
number
they settle for
15,
a riskier
Phil
approach now to
Foden.
defend this.
Number 19,
De Bruyne.
Hernandez. Number
Interesting
5,
ball.
Bellingham.
Now it's Foden,
Number 9,
and he's managed to get free. And the ball is out of play.
substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Bayer Leverkusen leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Stankovic.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Hernandez. Messi being hunted in packs.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
Foden crosses it into the area. In with a header!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Very much into the last knockings.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Foden. No, he's not getting past him there. He's shifting through the gears here. That's good defending, very good defending. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Messi, in by Messi. Well, there's the clearance. And here's the chance to counter. Griezmann. Conte. Now it's Kane.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
He's having a go! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, split-second reaction.
Diaz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Diaz, still goalless.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Griezmann.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good spot, he's seen the run. That's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Jorginho is always looking to break lines. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He could be in here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Griezmann. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Adams. Adams is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals.
So it's been even so far.
Some first-half
Which way will
thoughts?
things go in the second half?
Unspectacular, but
Ours,
solid,
of
and that
course.
solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Coming on to replace him
And the
is
action is back
number
underway.
39.
Bayer Leverkusen are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in plenty of space here. This is promising. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Conte. And here's Kane. Diaz gets into a good position. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
The attendance for this match was
That is very well defended.
649.
60 minutes played. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Diaz. And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! And the ball's come loose here. And now the breakaway. And it's Kane. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Messi. And he's onside. Foot in. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is good alertness.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kane! 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, that's neat.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And that's that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Bayer Leverkusen can always take more positives
And
from
now
a
the
result
moment
like
we've
this.
all been
Yes,
waiting
there
for.
is some
It's
tidying
time
up
to
to do,
announce today's
but
man
some real
of the
promise too.
match.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.
You know, there's no faith in the fallen. There's a crazy lack of love for you. But I know that you don't care. Where business cards, the way that you stomp around.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. No way through. That's a good ball out wide. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good when it comes to progressing the ball up the pitch, and he'll often drop deep to do that. Above all, though, I like his feistiness. There's a combative and energetic edge to everything he does.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. That's good vision. Jabel, and he's onside. Cleared away. Kane. Belletti. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Swung into... Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Bayer Leverkusen yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Diaz. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And now the breakaway. That's a decent clearance. And it's been taken short. And he's whipped, he gets big! Another fruitless header.
How hard can it be to time the jump with the right contact? It's not that difficult, is it?
Gets the shot away! And he can clear it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Jabel. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Griezmann clears it away. And he's chosen to
There
go
will be
back.
1 minute at a
He had
time.
nobody else to help out there.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off
That was the first
unscathed.
half.
A tight affair,
Let's hope the boys can
0-0
turn it up
at
for
the break.
second.
So your views on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Bayer Leverkusen head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. Here we go again.
Bayer Leverkusen really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
That is a great pick out. And he's heaved it away. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's intervened well there. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. And it's Belletti. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals.
The attendance for this match
Well into the
was
second half, and still there's nothing
70,987.
between them. That's good running with the ball. He can run onto that. Jabel. Goes in for the header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitutions taking place.
Adams. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Jorginho is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Kane. Kane! They've got to be quick to recover this. "75 minutes played. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Climbs up big! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
De Ligt does really well to win the ball there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Extraordinarily, it is still goalless here. This was supposed to be a one-sided game. In with the challenge. Griezmann. And the shot's on here.
you wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's that, the end. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
And now,
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. There's the whistle, and here we go. Oh, not quite. Bellingham. Hernandez. Wirtz. Now Foden. He's had it taken off him. Oh, can he get onto this? Stefan. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's gone for goal! That carried quite a threat. Wirtz. Trisbilko. Stefan. Played into the box. Big header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Griezmann. Played out to the right. Could try cutting inside here. Up towards the front line. Now it's Stefan. Foden gets across to intercept that. Belletti. Bayer Leverkusen, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Stefan. Foden. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Stefan. Passes coming off in quick succession. Shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Conte. Foden. Wirtz. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And he's there to get it away. And the ball is out of play.
Oh, that is rather wayward. Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals.
That was the first half.
How would you review the
Let's
first
hope
half?
the boys can
Bayer
turn it up for the
Leverkusen
second.
have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement, and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
Bayer Leverkusen head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we're off again. So the first half brought no goals. And here's Wirtz. Now it's Griezmann. Now the finish! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
Antoine Griezmann.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Conte, the man synonymous with solidity. And it's Belletti. Foden. Messi. What a throw in. Belletti. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And that could set him on his way. Shot it goal!